How we act is who we become. How we feel is how we act. And how we feel is dictated by what's happened in the past and what's happening right now. We can't choose what happens. We can choose how we react to it. We can choose how we show up in the moments that are not the greatest. All right, so welcome back to the Live 100 podcast. I'm Jason Yarusi, and this is your place to break your bad habits, build your future, and magnify that success. And today, I want to bring you the message of elevated self-awareness. So we are going to talk about truly accessing your emotions and being present in where you are so you can discover what you're doing today that's keeping you from the success that you deserve to have. So if you think about elevated self-awareness, by definition, is the constant, conscious knowledge and understanding of one's own character, feelings, motives, and desires. Now, life is so busy that in most times, we forget to actually live in the present. We're built to think about what is ahead of us. What could the future potentially hold, both good and bad? And what have been these past events that have shaped us? And we use these past events, we use the past to dictate where we think the future is going, because events have happened in our past, and we use those events, we use those moments to not only clarify who we think we are, but determine what should lie forward in our path ahead. Things that have happened in our past are simply moments. They're simply pieces of time. They aren't us. They're a moment. And I'm sure, like you, like me, we've had bad moments. We've had times when we have not been at our best. And if we look at that moment to represent us, represent you, represent me, it can cast a shadow of doubt of the potential of what we can bring forward. Ask yourself, are you confident in yourself today? Are you confident in who you are and what you've become? Or have you let these moments in your past put a thought of self-doubt in your mind? Because each and every day we wake up with this same mind, we wake up with these same thoughts, we wake up with the same ideas. We have about 80,000 thoughts a day, and about 80% of them are repeated thoughts. So if you're having poor thoughts, if you've built in poor habits to your day based on the reactions to bad moments in the past, how do you think you're going to show up into the future? We need to be present today and be aware how we're showing up. Be aware how we're broadcasting to others. Be aware how we're showing ourselves out there in the universe. Because how we act is who we become. How we feel is how we act. And how we feel is dictated by what's happened in the past and what's happening right now. We can't choose what happens. We can choose how we react to it. We can choose how we show up in the moments that are not the greatest. And trust me, there are going to be ample opportunities for us to face bad moments in our day. Think back about your worst moments, and here you are today, living through each and every one of them. Your struggle is what grows you. Your struggle is what shows you what's possible within yourself. No longer should you stand there and say, man, I hope this doesn't happen. Well, if it does, how are you going to react? We need to discipline our minds, discipline our knowledge, discipline our bodies to be ready for what life has to come, because it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be the perfect moment, and it's not going to be exactly how we drew it up. But you know what's going to happen? You're going to thrive, you're going to survive, and you're going to have the success that you deserve, because you're going to be disciplined to the fact that you know it's coming, and when it does, you're going to show up with your best self. Be elevated to your greater self. Live in the moment and have access to your emotions. No longer let your emotions control you. You don't have an anger problem. You don't have bad luck. You aren't bad in relationships. You aren't bad with money. These are messages that you have told yourself that have been indoctrinated into your mind. Be present with who you are today. Find others around you that you trust their opinion and ask them for what are some of the positive qualities that you showcase each and every day, and what are other aspects of you that you can work on. Take that in. Don't be upset. Don't be disappointed they were truthful with you. Be grateful that they were able to give you the feedback that you have not looked to be able to capitalize yet. And then take that. Look upon yourself. Be truthful with yourself. When you look in the mirror, are you that person? And if you are, what needs to happen right now, right this second, for you to make the change that's going to put you in a position to have the greatness that you deserve? The elevated self-awareness within yourself is a key piece and a key aspect to the Econo principle, which is the foundation of Live 100 and Live 100 program. Our truth is our starting line. And when we set the truth in motion, we have a runway to put ourselves on a road, on a path forward, on a place, in a position to not only accomplish our mission of living a life full of purpose and passion, built and surrounded with gratitude, but to impact not just our life, but all of those around us. Be great in this life. It's the only one we have. Look at what's in front of you. Live the heartbeat mentality to understand that no longer are you just waiting for death to come, but you're going to maximize what's in front of you. And you're going to be truthful with where you stand today, because this is your starting point. You're going to capitalize on those moments. You're going to take action. You're going to drive forward and be your best self. All right, this is the Live 100 podcast. I'm Jason Yarusi. Go down there and hit that follow button. Give us a like and subscribe. We are excited to be on this journey with you. We thank you so much for tuning in. Let's do this.